This is the Grey Area Podcast, talking all things rap and hip-hop from the UK to across the pond. The facts are black and white, but our opinions are somewhere in the middle. We're about the music, not the gossip. Positive more than negative. Quality over quantity. Substance is worth more than clickbait.
Everything I spit rare, we sound in that Grey Area Podcast. They talk about hip-hop all the way in the UK, so they gon' get props. Ooh, let me catch it once again. Every time I'm spitting, I be making people don't spit.
Actually, 2021 has gone too quick. Too quick. I don't know where it's gone.
Blown by.
But we have had some good rap music. I think it's been a good half year.
You think so? I think we're missing half of the music that should have been out last year.
Yeah, we're lacking major
Yeah.
releases that aren't really on this.
J. Cole's counts as a major release. Shit, that reminds me.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
no spoilers.
Yeah, no. Go on.
I know what you mean about lacking, but I think there's been a good balance. Even though stuff that was meant to come out hasn't, I think there's been a good balance.
You think so? I really don't think there's been a good balance. I think it's been a bit light. Like we've had, in my eyes, we've had 4 projects come out that are like from big artists, yeah, and two of them I'm mentioning are from the UK, Slow Tie and Gets, and then what, J. Cole, Benny, or the whole Griselda thing because they're releasing music again. Maybe I'm out of touch. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch with music, but I feel like we haven't had great music that I thought we would have by now. It's just not come out yet.
Fair enough. Well, let's get into our list then. Let's see how varied and balanced it is. Sam, do you want to go first?
Do I want to go first?
From 5 to 1?
I don't. Mine's not ordered. There's no point ordering it. Like I just didn't
It's
feel.
not ordered.
No, I can't. Some of these albums just came out the other day. So yeah. Okay, rough order. J. Cole, Gets, Benny, North Face. So that's Jeremy, Frisco, Shorty, Capo Lee, and then Culture 3. Culture 3 is only on there because it's got one banger that I've been slapping out. Like that, I'm word perfect on that.
Modern day, innit?
Yeah, modern day. Oh my gosh, that one's
That's mad.
sick. Like
Yeah,
that
it
one
hits
is sick.
differently.
Yeah, so that one's good.
Well,
The
let's go
Drake
to that
song,
again. So you got
Gets.
off season,
Yeah,
conflict of interest. Yeah,
Plug Talk 2, or the plugs
What
I've
was
met.
next?
Sorry, the plugs I've met.
plugs 2. Yeah, North Face.
North Face, yeah, and Culture 3.
North Face. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, mine, number 5, I've got Arm & Hammer and the Alchemist Haram. Number 4, I've got Slow Tie Tyron. Number 3, I've got, what have I got? Mac Homie, Pray for Haiti. Number 2, I've got Conflict of Interest. And number 1, I've got Off Season. Kieran?
Number 5, I got Little Big Man. No, I got Little Big Man by Wretch 32.
What is that laugh?
I was gonna play the music under Kieran, but I thought, nah, let me not. Let him do his thing.
No, it's throwing me off.
Nah, come on, man. You got your list there. Go.
Little Big Man by Wretch 32.
Theo,
Oh,
man, chill. Why are you doing this to him, man?
It's too early. It's too early in the chat.
I want it to be straight gangster.
Oh my god! Oh, the timing was the timing
Let me
was
start again.
impeccable.
Go.
Wretch 32, Little Big Man,
Mm.
Benny the Butcher, Harry Ford, The Plugs I Met 2, Migos, Culture 3, Gets, Conflict of Interest, J. Cole, Off Season. My list is in reverse, by the way, so fifth to best.
Yeah.
Good list. I'm already seeing me and Kieran's list. We got 3.
It's basically the exact same.
Four the same actually. You didn't
Yeah.
pick North Face. You picked something else. I forgot what it was.
And Theo, last but not least.
Right. At number 5, I've got North Face. Obviously Jamie, Frisco, and them boys. I'm not gonna. I froze there, so I'm just gonna carry on. Number 4, I've got Benny. The Plugs I'm at 2.
Why is he laughing so much? Why is he laughing like that?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, what are you sipping?
I'm not sipping nothing. Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, right. So number 4 we had Benny. Number 3 we've got Conway. I ain't even going to
Which
pronounce that. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce that.
Lamakina.
Yeah, Lamakina, whatever you say. And 2, we've got Get's Conflict of Interest, and obviously number 1 is J. Cole, Off Season.
Jeez. So we've all got the same top 2, basically. I know Sam's is a rough order, but
mine was literally on the
pretty
fly
much.
of thinking of which albums will I listen to next year. So, yeah, those.
So my thing with Off Season is that I'm still at the point where I am listening from top to bottom. I'm not picking out any songs. I've not even put stuff onto my sort of general playlist yet because I have to listen to the whole thing in full. And that to me says, along with the fact that it's probably the album that I've listened to the most this year, it had to go number 1 for me.
What, the Off Season?
Yeah.
It's just the best thing that's come out. Let's be honest. It was the most okay.
100%.
Gets gassed us, yeah, but that was an unexpected gas. This gas was like we were gassed and it met the gas, so it's like
Exactly.
double.
It's the fact that you can still play it today and it still gasses you. That's why it has to be number 1 for me. It's just not got. I've just not got bored of it whatsoever. Even like when I went sort of like a week without playing it, I played it again. It was like bloody hell. This is just unbelievable. It just still blows me away, really. So
It's got some of the biggest tracks of this year as well. I think, unlike Sean, I listen to like Amari, Pride is the Devil, Hunger on Hillside, like all the time. Them 3 tracks.
yeah, I have to listen top to bottom as well.
Didn't have anything else to say
Sean.
about it.
Top to bottom, just the album just gasses me, man. It has to be number 1, and it's the album I've played the most, definitely. So.
No doubt. I think we all listened to it like 20 times on the
me
first
too.
day or something. There hasn't been an album like that.
No.
And then,
I mean, he's one of the biggest artists, but then it's also one of our favourites, isn't it? Collectively. We've all been following him for like 10 years at least. It was a big deal for us, big deal for the game, and he delivered.
Why does the game
Definitely
care?
delivered.
The game's not released an album in a while.
Oh, it's dead.
he is releasing an album soon, though.
Is he?
I was like,
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
he talking about?
What's this game hate about?
No one's gonna listen to it.
He's dropped 72 Assassins. That's come out where he's barring quite hard, and he's dropping a 30 song album quite soon.
And it's going to do a measly 100,000. I wish the board would love me today.
What?
The board does not love me.
Listen, I rate the game, but why are we talking about
Game
the
is so sick. I don't know what this game hates about.
Yeah,
You said
likewise, man.
it's a big deal for the game. And I was like, what's he got to do with anything?
This guy, man.
Allez,
This guy.
Boumaye.
But the interesting thing that I've seen is that, so we've all got the off season basically as number 1, but we overall rated Conflict of Interest as a better album,
Who said
our
that?
collective score. But
Yeah,
we've
'cause
all
it's
got it
8.9,
at number 2.
isn't it?
You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's because it's a biased
Yeah,
list, isn't it? We were trying to...
Yeah.
With this, it's like, what's our top album? So it's like, what we feeling the most for. And I think it's all going to be unanimous with J. Cole, just because of the way we feel about him as an artist as well. With Gets, it's like, maybe objectively that album could be better, but I think on a personal level, I would never pick that one over Off Season.
Kieran's hit the nail on the head for me. That's exactly how I feel about it. Because you could technically say that Conflict of Interest is a better album, but you're never gonna. If I'm picking the list, you're never gonna say that album's ahead of J. Cole's album for me. Never. So
Because Conflict has that 4-track run at the start. That's like one of the best things I've ever heard. So yeah, if someone said the album was better, I'd understand, because there isn't really a string like that on Off Season.
Yeah, I agree. Objectively, I think it's the the slightly better album at least. But it goes back to what I said back in our review. It's like, I know at the time we were in the moment, so everyone was feeling it a lot. But what I said about that kind of low in the middle, when you compare those first sort of, I'd say even 5 or 6 tracks at the beginning of Conflict of Interest, and then you go into that middle section, and then I've got to be honest, even me personally, I'm still like the sort of transition from that middle to what's the song called with the He Who Shall Not Be Named? What's it called? Skingman Mode.
oh, Skimmer.
I don't know whether you
He Who
need
Shall Not Be
Skingman
Named.
Mode and No Mercy. I don't know whether you need both those tracks at that point.
Oh, you
Maybe
need
it's
no
just me.
mercy.
I don't know.
No,
They
no
felt
mercy.
Yeah, about to say.
no.
Messi.
I'm saying I don't know whether you need both. I
feel you.
know.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Did he need to put in both those tracks there, like for that transition into the final sort of 2 or 3 tracks?
That's like a
They're both
perfectionist kind of point of view, though, because both songs do bang as well. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
when you're sequencing, it was like they're all great songs. There's no point cutting them. I get that cutting it down makes it more concise.
I feel like it's one of those ones where obviously there's going to be songs that didn't make it to the album, right? And I feel like he had some kind of obligation or felt like, oh, because these have got XYZ name on or all that kind of stuff. That's why they need to be on there. Like, I've bothered to record them. They have to make it on. That's why they're kind of like thrown in at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess to clarify, like, I like both songs. You know, No Mercy's a banger. Skingman Mode is, I think the production on that's great. So individually, I like them. I guess I'm just trying to say that I think with Cole's album, it just, again, it's 12 for 12. It's top to bottom. Doesn't feel like there's any lull, any dip. Whereas with Gets, I guess over time, it's just like that. Yeah, that middle section in the sort of transition into the end as well is what maybe puts it in second place underneath Cole for me.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely below Cole. But I feel like the way we scored it, yeah, from a perspective of of people that are listeners of music and listen to a lot of hip hop music, right? We were shocked by Gets' album. That's why the scores went through the roof, right?
It was massive shock factor.
Yeah, with this, we with J. Cole, it's like we were adequately satisfied. But then you were saying as well on the day show, you were saying like I get mixtape vibes from this. I get mixtape vibes, and it's like you can't really rate a mixtape really, really high unless it's like world class outstanding. And to me, if we were gonna rank J. Cole's mixtapes, that would be like his third best mixtape after Friday Night Lights and the warm up. So I don't think it's a question of like, oh, just because it's number one for us makes it better than Conflict of Interest. It's just how it's fallen, isn't it? And the scores as well are kind of like in the moment, blah blah blah, etc. etc. But I definitely know for a fact, if I had to listen to one of these albums top to bottom this time next year, I feel everyone would agree it's going to be J. Cole, isn't it? And that's
100%.
And that's why it's up where it is. But also, speaking of that, Benny the Butcher, that project, Plugs Talk 2 is staying on my day-to-day playlist forever.
Who didn't include that on their 5?
Sean didn't.
That was me. Yeah, my 5.
He never liked it in the first place.
That vibe wasn't right in the review either.
I'm sorry.
If we did a top 10, if we did a top 10, it would be in the top 10, but it's not quite 5 for me. Not quite top 5.
That project still bumps hard for me.
The production sounds as nice as it did when I first heard it.
And we need to say Benny the Butcher and Harry Fraud, by the way. We need to say both of them. So that.
Oh, come on, we're not going to do all that, man. We know what's going on there. Benny the Butcher and it's Harry Fraud.
It goes without saying, man. Everybody, true hip hop heads would know that when we say Benny the Butcher, we know Harry Fraud. We said it on the review anyway. I don't need to go back on about it. Harry Fraud killed it, man. So, yeah, less of that talk.
Shout out to Harry Fraud.
Just making sure he gets love. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting he got love from me, man. That production was fire. That's all I'm saying.
He went crazy on that. He went kind of mad. Super.
So Plugs on stage.
Jones, it was fire. The production.
Plugs is a classic.
Yeah.
The Plugs 2, you're all playing that regularly, yeah? That's
Plug Talk. Yeah. Every day. I get in the car straight, play Plug Talk. Plug Talk, Lemon Pepper Freestyle. Then I let the playlist take me where it takes me, but normally I'm not really driving for more than 15 minutes anyway, so that's what it is. And then on the way back, I played that Trippie Redd song and then whatever. I might crash the whip.
Mr. Rage.
And like me. I'm in the zucchini. Oh, that's a banger. I don't know if you know that one, Sean, but that one's
such a banger. It's mad.
No. See, I was gonna say
one of the best songs of the year.
I feel like this year's been a great year for just songs, not albums, songs. Like I don't know why, but TikTok songs, some of the rap songs that have blown up on TikTok are mad. Like that Pooh Shiesty song with Coi Ray, Big Purr. I didn't say it right because I can't. There's another song called Triple S. Those 2 songs banged. Or 3 songs.
Yeah, I like Pooh Shiesty. I like Pooh Shiesty's music.
I don't know why. Do you like him because he's like a bootleg Gucci man?
I don't know. I've no idea. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you because he's not like anything else that I listen to really. But then I do like a bit of Gucci as well. So
Who doesn't like Gucci?
Must be that.
His accent is insane. Some of the ways he says words makes me laugh.
Oh yeah. He's a legend. But just to quickly go back to plugs, I'm just looking at my. I've got my in rotation playlist, and No Instructions is still on there. I still have it there. Around like Lemon Pepper Freestyle and things like that. It's in the playlist.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your playlist ordered? Because my daily playlist is just these are the songs that I'll play forever. Just let them run.
Yeah, that's my thing. I know there's like two types of people with playlists. You've either got just chuck it all in there and shuffle it and see what happens, or you sequence it. And I love sequencing, so mine's kind of
I ain't got time for that, man.
Ordered specifically.
This playlist is called RN, which means right now, which is the songs I'm just fucking with right now. But it does have rules to it though. It can't if it gets to more than 90 songs, I have to delete 5 songs. Or is it 10? I normally delete 10, but it's normally 5. But yeah, it's on 80 right now, so I've got another couple. You know what I mean? Songs I could throw in there, but then some songs disappear and come back, like Superman by Black Coffee. That disappeared on Spotify for a while and then it came back. Don't know why they do that shit.
Yeah, I like about 20. That's why I have about 20.
20?
Because I usually put it on in the car.
That's not long enough, man. You'd be done with that in one drive.
20 minutes.
Nah,
that's repetitive though.
Yeah, man.
I don't drive that long. I might do a half-hour trip there and back. Do you know what I mean? So it suits me.
Oh, no. Yeah. I gotta have it. The reason why I say 90 tracks is a long time. I could just whack this on if I'm driving on a motorway or something and not have to worry about when I get back in the car, come back, got another, you know what I mean, hour and a half, 2 hours worth of music, just let it go. Theo's a savage. Theo listens to the radio. I can see it in his eyes.
I've got so many different playlists.
I mean, sometimes I listen to the radio. I like to switch it up.
Theo listens to Capital Extra.
Oh no, sod that. I ain't listening to Capital Extra, man. I can't stand the presenters.
Man's listens to Heart.
No, none of that.
You're a classical FM, innit?
I do like my classical, yeah. I do like classical.
Hell? I can't get it. I like classical music, but I can't get down classical FM. It's a bit too sexual sometimes. It's like, and that was Vivaldi. I'm like, what the fuck?
Classical FM's crazy in the car though, because like sometimes you get these epic songs, and I just like I'm sitting in the car, Kirk's driving. Something must be going mad in his head for this to be.
No, sometimes it does get to you though, especially if like a mad energetic song comes on. Like there's what's that Valkyrie song, Flight of the Valkyries? That one which is that came on when I was driving. The road rage would be new.
Okay, so the next recurring pick, I guess we could just talk about is Culture Free. A couple of you had that in there.
Yeah, man. Sick project.
What's the thoughts on Culture Free? I'll be honest, I still haven't got to it.
What?
Nah, you're disrespecting me, guys.
That album does bang. It didn't make my top 5, but I'm telling you, that's been a repeat for me as well, man.
That album.
The thing about that,
it's the way it starts with Avalanche, man. I'm just like, what?
Avalanche is classic, but like the whole way through, I know you shuffled it, Sam, but if you listen to it with the sequencing, it's like they don't stop giving you bangers, and like you get all the way to the end, and it's like arguably the best songs right at the end.
Do you know what happened, right? And I'll be as honest as I can. I didn't actually intend to play it on shuffle, but I think my Spotify was just on shuffle. So I was like, bangers, bangers, bangers. Okay, whatever, bangers, bangers. Then I heard the same song again. I was like, wait, that's not the beginning because I heard Avalanche first. I'm like, why am I hearing Modern Day twice? But I was like, oh, I've listened to it on shuffle. But to be honest, the album slaps. Like, there's a lot of songs on there that I didn't like, but there's a lot of songs on there. There's 19 songs, but they didn't miss. I've got 5 songs.
5, yeah. There's 5 songs that really hit me. I got Avalanche, Modern Day, Vaccine, Antisocial, and Need It.
Mine's Straightening, Modern Day.
Straightening. But I'm sorry, Straightening. It just bangs, man.
Picasso, because I love Future. Roadrunner, because that one's I don't know, man. What's his name? What's that? The third one's name? Takeoff is going mad.
Takeoff snaps on a lot of the tunes on this album,
and the same with Jane. There's another song called Jane. Mad. But I feel you on the ones you said, especially
This is the Vaccine. Thing, yeah. Like I could have chose your 5 as well.
Yeah, it's that project. I'm sorry, Sean, but do you know what it is? This with this project. If I was going to the gym right now, I would be playing this. I would just go into the gym and play this.
You could play the whole album.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Top to bottom.
That's what I love about it, because that's why I couldn't wait for this album, because it's when I heard I had the rap workout playlist and I was working out and I heard Straightening. I was like, "Oh, Migos is back," and I was like, "This bumps." And then like you listen to the album and it's just fantastic.
That's what they give you, man. They give you like good, energetic music that's like doesn't miss, and it's I don't know why, but I feel like the lyrics are so easy to catch. I don't know why, but like modern day, every time I listened to it, for the first couple of weeks, I just kept wheeling it. Then I was like, I have to listen to the whole thing.
Their flows are just like catchy. I think that's why the lyrics just get stuck in your head.
Yeah. There's one bit where he goes, there's a brigade, no. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this song is insane.
This is the thing about the three rappers. I think all three of them are actually at their best now, because they took a break from Culture 2 and like honed their solo careers a bit more. I don't think I ever heard them do this stuff before this album.
Quavo's been the most prolific in his solo career.
Quavo's singing a bit, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Quavo did a lot of stuff with Travis Scott.
Offset's been big though. Offset's been on a lot of massive hits.
I don't really like Offset. I feel like Offset's actually if we had to rank them, it's Quavo, Takeoff, then Offset.
Down.
Offset's not that good, man.
Offset.
I mean, Quavo is number one for me, but I would have said Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff, but Takeoff he impressed me in this album. I'm not going to lie to you.
Takeoff's underrated.
He was gassing me. He was gassing me.
Takeoff is the reason why they rap like that. That's why they rap like that, because of Takeoff. None of them were rapping like that before. Like back in the early days, if you listen to them, they're just rapping like how Future rapped, which is like sing rappy, kind of quick and choppy. But Takeoff is like
he's their oldest member, isn't he?
Yeah. He was in prison for time though as well, like for a long time. I think like 4 years or something. I don't even really know. And he got left off Bad and Bougie.
The features on Culture Free as well. The features are just so incredible. Even a good Justin Bieber feature as well. It's mad.
Joe was mad. A man like me that loves Justin Bieber, I haven't listened to his new album yet, because that song Peaches annoyed the hell out of me.
It's so annoying.
No, relax. I can't do that. But
sure, his new album got slated though.
Probably because it's probably crap. Like that's why I haven't listened to it. I wasn't feeling it from that one song. I was like, I don't think I need to hear it. Like I've got Journals, I've got Purpose. I'm done. Those two albums slap. I'm good. What did Sean pick that
I definitely recommend
Bieber do that
Migos.
thing as well where didn't Bieber do that thing as well where he encouraged people to like just loop the new single or something like that on streaming?
Probably.
Like, when he was marketing it, it was like he was encouraging people to just loop it, and it was like a load of backlash.
That's better than what DJ Khaled said to do once. DJ Khaled encouraged people to play the album in their sleep because it would make them better.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, no, he did. With Khaled.
No, I mean like that. That's a lie, though. Obviously. What can I say?
No, it could
nightmares.
work. Make you better in your sleep. Yeah, man. I almost did it. I was like, you know what, that could work. I want what DJ Khaled has. I want gold chains and a lion or tiger, whatever the fuck he had on there. I don't know.
Let's keep moving forward.
Away from Khaled. Sean, what did you pick that we didn't have?
Well, I was going to say there's one more. There's one more recurring.
Oh.
Which was North Face.
Who had that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had that.
Oh, me and you?
It bangs. I have been bagging that out for time, man.
Yeah, man. That's it.
I love that project. Really good.
That album.
You doing what?
Hey?
What song are you? Shut up, Kieran. What the hell are we talking about? Hey, what did you say, Sean?
It was like a Kendrick ad-lib. Hey.
Yeah. Hey.
I thought you were talking about that album.
No, we asked you a question
something.
and then you said something. And then you just sat there in silence for time.
Wait, what was the question?
Did you like North Face?
My days.
Oh, I didn't hear that. My connection must have went. I didn't hear that at all.
Oh, okay. But you said something before that, before we asked you that, and then Kieran started laughing and Theo said, hey, and then you just looking around your screen like,
I'm baffed. I don't know what's going on.
He's lost his mind, guys. Live on the pod.
Yeah, I don't know.
North Face, we haven't even started speaking about it.
Yeah, we're just saying if you like North Face or not.
Oh yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I've just not listened to it that much. That's all.
You listened to it when we reviewed it, even though we didn't really review it. We just kind of sat and listened to it together.
Yeah. I listened to the singles as and when they came out. I listened to it when we listened to it together, and then probably 1 or 2 times after that, and then just other stuff was coming out around that time. One of those ones that just slept under the rug for me.
But I thought you had one of your favourite Suck Your Mum moments out of all projects that you've ever heard.
Oh yeah, top 3 of all time. Yeah. But no, it's not quite made top. No, it hasn't made top 5 at all for me. I've just not listened to it enough. Yeah.
Okay? So that's 4 albums from my list that have been covered now. The only one that hasn't been spoken about, really. No, all of mine have been spoken about. Actually, what the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, all of it.
Everything.
Yeah.
So what's missing from Kieran's list and Sean's list that we haven't spoken about? Because I might not even heard them, to be honest.
My one's Little Big Man. Have you listened to that?
Wretch. Nah, I need to though.
I still need to sit with Wretches. I haven't sat with it yet myself.
Yeah, I feel like Wretch is one I have to sit down and take in and listen to it properly.
You know what? It's like the sequencing is smart on it, but I don't actually feel too much for the features on the album. So
who's on it?
He's placed them in a way like it's just like SL, just like some drill artists, Nave Smalls. I can't remember exactly who, but it's like I don't really feel too much for them, and I get why he puts them in the way he puts them in because it's like it's a concept album about like someone coming out of prison and like just getting in scuffles and stuff. So like they come in like with the gang stuff really well.
Yeah.
If you shuffle the album though, they kind of like hit you by surprise in an interesting way, and there's a lot of really amazing songs on it as well.
Blade Brown's on here. Yeah. I didn't even know that. This album's done terribly.
There's a lot of like, it's done so bad.
It's got like next to no streams. Like collectively, it's got about 1 million. But for Wretch, this is
the quality of the music is actually really good as well, which is why I'm quite disappointed in how it's done because there's a lot of songs on it that have got like analog instruments like sax and piano in some bits. It's really interesting how he's actually tried crafting a new sound.
Why is this project not got
to him?
Many plays? Like, what's going on there? I mean, obviously I haven't listened to it, but I don't count for the other 900,000 people that haven't listened. I wonder why.
I mean, there's like one bait single, and I think that's got the most streams.
Take Care, the one with Tiggs the Author.
Yeah. It's one of my least favourite songs.
Tiggs the Author's good, man. Him and Hailey and this guy called Rimsey have a song which is really, really good called Anything. Proper big song.
I put one on our playlist, though. Did you listen to that?
I don't think I've listened to it.
Oh, I listened to it. Yeah, I listened to it.
But listeners, go check out our playlist. It's fucking good. It's called Vibes and Stuff or something like
that. It was an honourable mention for me, or it would have been. It was very close to my top 5. Especially recently, I went back to it, and as Kieran said, good quality music. I wonder, was it just poor marketing? Like, because it kind of seemed to come out of nowhere.
But it came up on my Instagram feed. Like there was paid ads for it. But I just didn't listen to it. I just was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, Joey, like, what can I do with this?
The marketing was just so short-lived. He did like that Instagram promo video.
Yeah.
Like where it was like him rapping on the floor or something. And he did the film on YouTube as well.
There's a film?
There's a film on YouTube. But there's nothing else that I've seen. I haven't even seen a music video other than like the film release.
Why did he make this? What does he like? What does he want to?
Why did he release it?
I'm not asking it to like be like rude and like kind of like in a pushy way. But it's like why? Why did he? Maybe this is like a passion thing for him. Of like he felt passionate about this topic area, so he wanted to release it. But I feel like everyone gets to a point. Oh, sorry. I feel like everyone gets to a point where just.
I will say like the timing was off for the project, but there was one day when I just put it on shuffle. And like I listened to it like 3 whole times in a row, just on shuffle. It was like that good because the songs, they're really high quality Wretch tracks. I feel like he's gotten better.
I would have to listen to it because I feel like I've done myself a disservice by not listening to that project. To be honest,
yeah, man, he's improved a lot.
Sean, what did you have that we didn't pick?
I had about three picks. One of them being Slow Tie.
Haram, didn't you?
Slow Tie.
I had Haram, yeah. I won't talk too much about that because I know.
No, you know what it is. Let's address it on the recording. Let's address it on the recording. I just don't like that word being used as a title for a project, especially if this person was Muslim or from the Islamic faith, whatever. Then yeah, use that title. But if people are just doing it because it's like shock factor, especially that Arm and Hammer thing, like I don't know what's going on there.
That artwork's
Yeah.
disgusting.
See,
For God's sake.
you've never listened to Arm & Hammer, have you?
Nah, are they like horrorcore type rappers?
No, not at all. No, it's definitely not shock factor what they're doing. The album cover art is disgusting and shocking, but the context of the album and why they've used that title, it's not for shock value.
So what about
They're
Gold
actually
Link? What's Gold Link's
one of the
reasoning?
reasons why it's made. Oh, I don't listen to Gold Link. So.
Shout out to Gold Link.
I used to listen to Gold Link. I don't listen to Gold Link anymore.
Fucked up.
Yeah, for me, the reason why I put Haram on there is because, I mean, they, just to give, for anyone that isn't aware of them, it's two rappers, it's Billy Woods and Elucid. They are some of the highest level MCs and the most intelligent MCs you will hear. Like, Billy Woods is probably one of the best rappers of the last 10 years as well. He is incredible, like an incredible rapper. It is very complex and it is very abstract. So you might on face value listen to it and go, oh, this is just it's just too much. It's like weirdo rap, whatever you want to call it. But they're actually very clever. The way they mix cultural references with real sort of deep philosophical and scholarly thoughts and things like that. It's a bit like Run the Jewels in the sense that every time I listen to it, it's a different, I'm picking up different things. And that's why I keep going back to the album, because I'm always either picking up on something or I'm reading about something based on what they're saying.
I guess if I look past the title, I could listen to it, but I just feel like the title, especially now Gold Link's used, I'm like, what are people doing? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I won't go into it too much, partly because I'm only sort of scratching the surface with it, even after as many listens as I've had. But the whole thing with the Haram and the Pig's Head, it's to do, there's one of the themes on there is police brutality in the prison system. What do people call the police? Pigs. It's intertwined like that. But I would just say if you ever get to it, or if the listeners ever get to it, just take time to listen to it a few times. And I think some people will be pleasantly surprised, man. It's a great album. Before I move on from Arm & Hammer, I've got to shout out Alchemist again as well, because the beats are crazy. The transitions are amazing as usual. His range is unreal, man. The various different rappers and types of beats that he can make, he's definitely one of the best, 100%. I just wanted to throw that in there. The other one was Mac Homie, Pray for Haiti. Had none of you listened to that?
I haven't listened to that.
Nah, I didn't even know who Mac Homie
even know
is.
the name.
Oh, that's that one with the DEE, right? That DEE tune. Has it got DEE on it?
No.
Is it that one?
No, that's a jazz record, man.
Oh,
that's a jazz record.
I've been looking at that one.
You had. I think I've seen this. I think I've seen either this is on the playlist or someone has sent a song from this into the group recently.
Yeah, it was me, Stella Ray Theory, I think it was.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I've
Fine,
heard
fair enough.
Well, I know that song, obviously.
Oh,
but
no,
yeah.
wait. I've heard Folie à Deux because it's got West Side Gun in it. Yeah, I've heard some of this. Yeah, okay. Or was it Murder Season? Oh, one of the two. Don't remember.
Yeah, so Mac Homie is, again, have none of you ever listened to him before?
Not
Just
conscious.
that song.
Yeah,
Okay.
not conscious.
Okay, so he's a New Jersey, Haitian New Jersey rapper. Been around for like the better part of a decade. Blew up a sort of 2 or 3 years ago when he was pictured with Jay-Z. Right? Like went for a random meeting with Jay-Z. Jay-Z got onto his music, gave him a bit of a look in. He used to be affiliated with Griselda. I think him and West Side Gun had a bit of a falling out. Now they're back together. And West Side Gun is exec on this album, almost in like a sort of Puff role, the way that like Puff would just kind of talk all over Biggie records and things like that and craft it. That's what West Side Gun does on this one. But yeah, I mean, this guy he reminds me of, his voice reminds me of Mos Def. His lyricism reminds me a bit of Ghostface. Some of the one-liners and whatnot, Jay-Z. There's a lot of sort of high-level influence and references in his music, man. I would definitely recommend that one. That's way less abstract as well compared to Arm & Hammer. A lot easier on the palate, that one. Yeah. And no one else had Slow Tie.
That album didn't do much for me.
No.
I listened to it.
Same.
I tried to listen to it again, and I just wasn't in the mood for it. Like I've just never been in the mood.
That's the thing. Every time I go back to it, I'm just a bit like, nah. So
No, really.
It was good while it lasted. That's why it couldn't go in my top 5 because it's just
I think I listened to it probably
I
about
still
3
like
times.
Feel Away. Feel Away is a good track.
it's
Feel Away's amazing.
Oh, I like Mazain.
Yeah, and that one as well.
Mazza.
That's it. Mazain. I think Slow Tie still got bangers in him. Don't get me wrong, but that album was definitely like an attempt at some kind of concept, and there was no.
I wasn't blown away by the concept at all.
Like even though we gave it a 7.9, that's a fair score for what it is. It's just a bit middle of the road for me, especially from like my introduction to Slow Tie and knowing about him from early, and then Nothing Great About Britain being really good too. This was kind of just like, maybe it's like a mid-career dip, but he's also addressing a lot of the issues he had going on, and you know, I'm waiting on the next project.
I mean, I get what you mean about concept, but for me, it's more just it was an introspective album that he needed to make after what he went through. It was kind of like a release. Yeah. I get the concept thing about the 2 sides, and like Sam, you explained it really well in the review, but I don't see it as a concept album. And I think I guess maybe it's just that because I'm a pretty big fan of Slow Tie. Don't get me wrong, I've not been banging out the album, but when I went back to it in prep for this, I was like, oh shit, yeah, I do really like this. And I think because it is so short, you can just pop it on, quick half hour, no lulls really. Even some of the tracks that aren't as good, they don't last that long. So,
see, I went by what I listen to now. Do you know what I mean? So I went by like songs and albums that I still listen to now from the beginning of the year. That's what made my top 5. I didn't even go back to listen to. Well, there's the long list of stuff we got here. I didn't bother. Like, yeah, Drake's Scary Hours 2 could have been in this, but it's like not really a project, is it? It was just 3 or 4. I don't remember how many songs, but we got Lemon Pepper out of it. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the big story there. And then for the rest of the list, a lot of these albums are trash. Like AJ Tracy's album, trash. Made in the Pyrex, trash. But there's songs that came, like individual songs that came off of all those projects for me.
Okay, well, that kind of segues into honourable mentions. Then, so did anyone
we haven't
have the
spoke
honourable
about
mentions?
We skipped one though. Theo's album,
Conway.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Oh, of course, Conway.
My boy.
Conway.
No, I just think you had the other one. Nah, see, I like this one. I think collectively as a project, I think this is some of Conway's. Well, it's not some of his best work, obviously, like Lulu EP and why can I not? And From King to a God is great, but I was just surprised by this. I just thought the way he keeps releasing music, and this is decent, and I've just been playing this non-stop. There's just some of the songs on it here are just, they're just great. I can't stop playing Clarity. Clarity just gets me going.
This one had a bop to it. It was definitely more commercial as well, I felt.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, he's having another prolific year. I like the one with Big Ghost Limited.
Yeah.
If It Bleeds, yeah. I like that one. That one was just a bit more of a vibe, like I don't know, feels like a vibe to me. Whereas this one, maybe I've just not listened to it as much. Maybe if I'd listened to it a few more times, it would have been a bit higher for me. But on my honourable mentions, I just had Conway in general. To put out another 2 albums and to have another one on the way is just doesn't stop, man.
Slap Conway onto just everywhere.
Crazy.
Okay. Well, for me,
you can't ignore him.
I've never really been a big Conway fan. I like Griselda as a whole, but
Griselda.
Personally, I just like Benny. Benny's doing the best, like, out of everybody. For me personally, even though you guys will say Conway and the other guy is better. What is his name actually? Oh, he had a song I listened to as well.
No, not at all.
Scrape the Bowl. I forgot who did that one.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. I've never really been into Conway. I think as well because they release so much music. Like, I don't have the capacity to take it all in, like, and appreciate it properly. I might hear like 1-2 songs, but that was okay, and then never really go and listen to the whole project. But with Benny, I feel like every time he's dropped a project in more recent times, I've been like, yeah, I like this. I'm gonna sit with it and listen to it.
Yeah, well, Benny's the star.
Yeah. Well, Benny
you think so?
We've said this many times.
No, but Conway's even come out and said that. Conway's said that in this latest album. That's exactly how Conway delivered it. He said like, well, Benny's the star of Griselda, but then he's the lyricist, and then if West Side's the foundation of Griselda, he did it in that sort of fashion. Because Benny is the star when you think about it. He is the star out of Griselda. There's no 2 ways about it.
West Side Gun did take up a lot of our attention last year with Pray for Paris. That had a lot of bangers, like hardcore bangers on it.
That's one of the best rap projects of the year, I think.
Yeah, I guess one of the best beats I've heard this decade. And we're only
400 ounces.
Yeah, for whatever, $500 ounces. Yeah, we're only 2 years into this decade, technically, if you count this year and last year as the decade. Yeah, but
True.
That beat is hard. It's going to take a lot to rival that beat for me.
As much as I respect Westside Gunn, no one's saying he's the best rapper. No one's saying he's the best out of those three. They all have their individual roles, I think. But
is it because you don't like his voice, though? You say his voice is too whiny.
Objectively, I just think you can't compare as a lyricist, as an MC, Benny and Conway to Westside, really.
Why?
Benny's like Flavor.
Flavor
Westside Gunn's like Flavor Flav. Yeah, I'm gonna say it like it is. That's the truth.
Oh my god!
The other two rap like Chuck D. He's Flavor Flav.
Oh wow! I was gonna say he's got a massive clock around his neck. Yeah, boy.
The thing is, that kind of sounds like Westside Gunn too.
Oh, that is kind of true. When I think about Flavor Flav, yeah, the voice is a bit mad. Well, what you actually wait? I've got an honorable mention that I think none of you guys really will take it in. There's a song called "Bringing It Back" by Digga D and AJ Tracy. Amazing song, big song. Trust me, sick song. And then obviously, like same way that Sean had Conway as like just Conway in general as his honorable mention. Mine's Millions. Millions can't miss. That boy.
Oh man, Millions was bumping in the barbers earlier when I was getting my hair cut, man. That boy.
The best.
Jeez.
I told you guys from early, man. I told you guys from early. I think I said it when we first started the group over a year ago. I was like, this guy? And Sean was like, but why? Just he is. He just
I've never said that.
I felt like you did. It felt that way.
I've never ever said that about Millions. Every time you bring up Millions, I'm like, yeah, I know. And then you say it again, you're like, I told you. I'm like, no, I know. I've said this.
I feel like I have to just reaffirm it every time. Anytime I bring someone new, I'm gonna be like, remember I told you about this guy. Remember I told you first. It will be like that forever. But yeah, Millions can't miss. The boy don't miss. What about you?
Anyone got Exodus as a honorable
mention?
I
have. Exodus is I really like that album.
What's Exodus? Mm-hmm. Oh, DMX.
DMX. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, it feels like he wasn't rapping to those beats. Like you can obviously tell that those are just acapellas that they've spliced into new beats. It felt a bit strange in places, but I see why you guys like it. There's 2 new Nas tracks on there, so you guys are excited about that shit, innit?
Like he's not totally wrong, to be honest.
No, he's not lying. Because both of those Nas tracks are hard.
Yeah. I was thinking that they're 2 of the best.
What's with the Jay-Z and Nas stuff though recently? Like Jay-Z and Nas done 2 tracks together in 1 year. Yeah. That's insane.
That is rare.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is mad.
It was better than what Jay-Z did last year. Last year Jay-Z dropped that song Entrepreneur and we all pretended like we didn't see that song because it was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It was a weird vibe.
It was the worst song I've heard.
It was uplifting though.
For who?
It was just meant to be good. Yeah, that's true.
Uplifted himself because he made new music. That song was bad. That song was so bad. Coming off the back of 444 and that's what you give us after doing an album with your wife, which I refused to listen to.
Oh, the album's alright though, the Carters.
You should listen to the Carters.
Yeah, why are you not listening to it?
I don't want to hear that. I don't like Beyonce like that.
No, I do. No, when Beyonce flexes, I'm sorry, I do like Beyonce.
When Jay-Z writes her bars for her and she says them, yeah, of course it's gonna sound great because it's Jay-Z rapping for a woman. That's what that is. I'm not trying to hear Beyonce rap. The last song I liked her that she did was in that Lemonade album. Everything past that, I'm not trying to hear it. I just don't think she's that good, man. Like it sounds harsh when you say it, but Beyonce, objectively, she's not the best. She's good.
Lemonade was her peak, though. Lemonade was something different.
But her peak, the thing is, her peak feels different because she's such a big artist, but it's like she's not really doing anything that's like mind-blowing to me. It's just okay. Like, see, I didn't even know she had a song with Kendrick Lamar on this album. What the fuck? I didn't know that. This album's 5 years old as well.
Is this for the Lemonade album?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because, she had a really weird release plan for that because I think she did a title-only thing.
She just dropped out of the sky.
Yeah, like, it wasn't available, basically. And then, like, randomly you hear Freedom on the radio, and it's like, wait, what the hell? Kendrick's on this track.
Oh, no, I never listened to Freedom.
Just Blaze made that beat as well.
To be honest, yeah, Sean, on here you said, like, share our top 3 albums from other genres. I don't have any. Unless you count Tyler as another genre, but that album's not even out yet, so I don't have.
I think his album's going to be rap as well. To be honest, like rap hip hop.
I don't class Tyler as rap anymore. I think Tyler's his own genre, man.
Well, his own genre. Yeah, he's gone into his own tangent, hasn't he?
It's like Pharrell and that. Yeah, you could call that rap, hip hop, R&B, whatever you want, but it's really nothing sounds like that.
I've got three. I've got.
Is anyone else?
Yeah. No, I have. Yeah, I've got
sort of,
three from other genres. Yeah, but people might. I'm just getting my notes up now because we had California Soul, the London Grammar album. That's that one I've been playing a lot. Then you got Ready Is Always Too Late by that Sinead Harnett, and I've got Survivor's Guilt by Kenny Hoopla.
Okay, I haven't heard
Those
of
are
any
my
of these.
three.
I might
heard of any of those.
Yeah, about to say I might have to listen. To some of
One's rock, one's R&B, and one's well, London Grammar comes on under alternative, but I'd never ever see London Grammar like that. They're just in their own lane, really. They're not alternative.
Yeah, I mean, I have an honorable mention, but it's just a song by this girl called Pink Pantheress. She's got quite a few songs that are pretty banging, but she's new and she kind of records over certain songs. Like she's got a song that she goes over Michael Jackson's "Off the Wall." It's really, really good. But yeah, everyone listen to Pink Pantheress. I don't have any projects. I don't really listen to projects outside of hip hop unless it's like Tame Impala or something. I just listen to songs because I have a whole bunch of playlists that like Spotify does for me.
Fair enough.
It's cool you added that Sinead Harnett deal. I quite like her as well. I haven't listened to that
she's
project,
good.
though.
No, that project's actually it's really good. It was a really good listen. It's actually got some good features. It's actually got I know people don't really like Earth Gang on here, but Earth Gang is a feature, and then
I listened to that.
And
one.
then
Is that how you got to her?
Oh, there's someone else as well
Because of the Earth Gang thing?
No, it actually wasn't. It wasn't through that. I was just when I was trying to work, I was trying to find something different, like instead of hip hop, because hip hop wasn't getting me to focus. So I just moved on to R&B, and I found her through that. So and then I just listened that way. I thought I would have found her through Earth Gang, but yeah.
Also, Georgia Smith had an album.
Yeah, she did.
I
still need to listen to it.
Yeah, like I listened to a little bit, and the songs were really good. And I need just to find the right time to sit with that one.
Sean loves a bit of Georgia Smith. He's been onto her since her first single, and it was only on SoundCloud. Sean was early on the Georgia Smith.
Was that Blue Lights or before that?
Yeah. I haven't. Yeah, Blue Lights. Yeah, but I haven't really listened to much of her new stuff, if I'm honest.
Something happened. I don't know.
She's cool though. I like her.
About 5 years ago, something happened, and I just fell out of love with her. I don't know what it was. Around 2017, I was like, So basically, earlier on in her career, I was just a bit like, meh.
I'm not. Yeah, you're basically saying since you worked with Drake, that's what you're saying.
Listen, the Drake project was all right. She did some nice stuff on there, but something about her music just never clicked with me. It just felt a bit. It felt like it was from someone else and it wasn't from her, and it didn't feel the same. Like Blue Lights felt genuine, and since then I just never felt that genuine vibe.
Yeah, I think this new project feels a bit more like Blue Lights kind of vibes, though.
Oh, is it? Is that one of your honourable mentions?
A little bit more, yeah. The other two honourable mentions I had was Wolf Alice, Blue Weekend. I think the album's really sick.
I've been talking about it a lot.
But there's one song that's actually unlistenable on that. So do you know on Spotify you can do that like hide this song thing? I've never actually used that function, but on this album there's one song. It's mad. I think she done it because the album's a concept and like a journey through the night, and it's like a really horrible part of the night, but like it's like a bar brawl kind of moment, and it's just like fuck this song. I like this is the kind of album I want to listen to like in bed, falling asleep, and then that bar brawl. It's fucked.
Oh, fair enough. Sure.
Also, Lana Del Rey's.
Shit, Lana Del Rey.
Chemtrails. Chemtrails is a really cool album.
I was listening to her first album the other day. Actually, I really like her first album.
That was a classic.
Yeah, man, it had some really nice spacey vibes on there. What about you, Sean?
What was the one before this one?
What do you mean?
Is it Lana's last one? That's it. Yeah, I really like that one.
That's amazing.
My three are I've got Madlib's album, Sound Ancestors, the one that's arranged by Quartet.
The beats are so good.
I really like that.
We're not classing Madlib as hip hop though, technically, even though he's working with Quartet.
It's not a rap album. Definitely not a rap album. And then I've got Serpent with Feet, Deacon, which is kind of my R&B fix this year. And then the other one is by an artist called For Those I Love, which is this Irish producer called David Balfe. I hope I'm not butchering his name. Balfe. If you like Jamie XX and Mount Kimby, it's like that meets the streets, but with an Irish accent. It's sort of like progressive electronic music. It's progressive house electronic. It's cool, really cool.
See, I would have mentioned that Patrick Page album, but that's not. That's hip hop. So yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought about then, and I thought, no, you can't really. It will come under hip hop bracket because honestly, ever since you've mentioned that is on repeat.
Have you listened to it yet? Sure.
Me.
That song we said in the group.
On repeat.
Whisper.
That song is
amazing.
Kieran, listen to the album. I'm telling you.
Let me play you the song now.
To the album.
Let's vibe out with Sean on this one. We'll play the song and then we'll get to the closing part of this episode because this song, big tune in it, Sean.
Yeah, I like that.
The whole
reminds
album's
me
pretty
of
good.
Blood Orange reminds me a bit of Steve Lacy as well.
That is Steve Lacy playing guitar.
There you go.
Yeah, but that project, whew, I forgot to mention it, and then Whisper came up on like one of my little daily playlists. I was like, oh shit, I need to give this to these guys because I know at least one person in there is gonna like it. And I thought you would have liked it, but you've been listening to your own shit, man. Download the Discord app, get in our Discord. We'll talk to you in there.
We
and you can talk to us
it as well.
Yeah, man, we've proper put effort into this Discord. You fucking join that shit. Thank you.
Should we talk about our most anticipated?
Yeah, go on.
For the rest of the year?
Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler, but that's kind of like a cheat. It's just tomorrow.
That
I was going to say, should we clarify?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
We recorded this the night before.
Yeah, nah. To be honest, I'm so hyped for that album. Like, I know it's not going to be anything what I expect it to be, but it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. Judging by just the promo stuff alone.
The promos have been incredible, and like his string of albums that he's following up from is just unreal as well. He's got one of the best like follow-ups.
I think this is the start of his like My Beautiful Dark if I can speak English, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy type run. Big concept albums, but I don't feel like Tyler has the potential to fall off like Kanye did because Tyler's crazy, but he's like a control type of crazy. I like this for this album in and of itself. I like this concept. It's very, very nice. I don't know what's going on with that girl, but that girl is some kind of driver in the story. It's nice.
I don't know about you lot, but I get Stevie Wonder vibes at the minute from Tyler. The run that Stevie went on with like the 5-album run where you had Inner Visions and Talking Book and Songs in a Key of Life. Where he's just in his element. Yeah. He was just on this creative run. That's what I'm getting from Tyler. Hopefully he delivers tomorrow. I
can almost put my hand on it and say this album is going to be damn good. You know? Like, I know it's going to be damn good. Whether or not it'll be like, oh, I'll take this song off and put it on my playlist, probably not. Because that didn't happen with Igor for me. I just listened to Igor like for a month straight. And then now I go back to it every
Igor's
now and
a film.
Yeah, that album's hard. Especially because I always try to catch the drum break on the title track and I never catch it. Because it's like, for time, and I'm like, yeah. It drops now and it's like, no, now. And I'd always get it wrong.
This is arguably the biggest release of the year because Tyler is extremely iconic right now. I know J. Cole is, we will say like he's the top 3 rappers and stuff like that, but just like what Tyler came off with Igor, it's just
Tyler is technically a bigger rapper than J. Cole if you think about it in terms of the fact he throws that carnival. He's got that fashion stuff he does. He used to have like an app that had a whole bunch of cool content in it. He's got cartoons. Like he's got more going for him than J. Cole does. But
he's a Grammy artist as well. J. Cole isn't actually a Grammy artist.
I didn't know that at
all.
And
that's heavy promo.
But yeah, this is definitely for me the only project I'm excited for coming out. That and Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Isaiah. I'm interested to hear. But is it, you know, is it going to be this month or is it July? Because they just say.
Wait, next week is July, isn't it? It's not going to come out tomorrow.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
It'd be dumb to come out tomorrow if you're going to compete with Tyler. You're going to lose all your numbers like immediately. Even though there's no crossover in that fan base, people are still going to. They're not going to be able to find it in the feed type thing, you know.
Yeah. That's why I think they've delayed it though, because I think there is a bit of crossover.
You think so? Well, because it's like younger rap fans that are into that. Oh, fair enough. I mean, technically, we're the
Crossover with who?
Isaiah Rashad versus Tyler the Creator. Let's be honest. Top 10 rappers or top 10 people in our scene, Tyler the Creator can be in that conversation, and Isaiah Rashad isn't in that conversation. So you wouldn't compete against those people.
You're gonna get overshadowed by Tyler, so just delay it a bit.
Definitely.
But Tyler's drop came out of nowhere. It's only the last 2 weeks that we've really started to realize he's doing something.
Yeah.
What about everyone else? You can't just have the same
I put
two
Pop
as me.
Smoke on my list. Pop Smoke.
He's dead. It's not gonna be new music, man.
Sam, stop it though, because like there's a new album coming, and like his last album that came out last year was so sick as well. Pop Smoke's that guy. Like every single track he drops is so incredible.
But here's the thing with what I'm seeing with Pop Smoke. Yeah, obviously these songs are all recorded when he was alive because you can't record when you're dead. But I feel like by now, if he was still alive, he would have changed up his flow, changed up his. Do you know what I mean? The hits would be different types of hits. So I feel like that's why I'm not so excited to hear it, because it's like I know he was an artist. Even from Welcome to the Party to Dior, yeah, they sound similar, but they're actually way different tracks. And those are songs he did when he was alive.
Pop Smoke actually has one of the best music artist teams in the game right now. I don't understand how they've managed to pull off his posthumous career the way they've done it. But like that whole Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon sounds impeccable. Like it sounds so relevant and current. And I can't believe it's one of the best posthumous albums I've ever listened to be honest.
When's that coming out?
That's why I'm looking forward to the next one.
When's it coming out?
I think it's next month.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the biggest rappers in the game right now, and he's dead. It's crazy.
It's mad,
no, he's true.
He's on everyone's album somehow.
Yeah.
How much stuff does this guy have that's just in the fucking vault? Because he's on.
Everyone
Polo
wanted
G.
to work for him just before he died.
Nah. Maybe they were recorded before. Because the thing is, as well, with a lot of the tracks he's been on that I've heard, he doesn't sound out of place. It sounds like he was actually rapping to that bit.
No, because he shouts out their names as well on the lyrics most of the time. It's sick. I'm just like, what the hell? Rapping from the grave.
It's like people say Tupac ain't dead. He's on an island somewhere in Cuba.
Obviously, Vince Staples as well.
Oh yeah, you got Vince Staples. But the album I'm looking most forward to has got to be Freddie.
When's that? August.
It might be August. He said summer. He said summer definitely. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, because the list of producers on that album,
yeah,
what's that?
Jeez,
Alchemist,
that album's gonna slap.
What are we talking about? Little Sims as well. We're fucking going to see her this year. I'm excited for Little Sims' album. That's what Sean's sitting there like that.
Yeah, that was my first one. That was my first one. Yeah. Little Sims is my one that we definitely know is coming. I've still got Isaiah Rashad up there whenever that's coming. And then the one that we haven't heard anything about that is I'm still wanting is Sampha.
I thought you were going to say Drake.
Oh, Sampha. I thought you were going to say Sampha. I was convinced.
If you said that,
I was convinced you were going to say Drake.
I'm not anticipating that at all.
You all know my feelings about Drake.
I think we have to all agree we do like Drake, but we don't like Drake, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It was just the build-up you done, Sean. It was like you were going to say Drake.
I think we all know. I was like, no, don't you dare say it. That being said, though, when Drake's album drops, you do realize, 1, we have to do a review, 2, we have to listen to it, and 3, we're probably going to like half of it, you know?
Yeah.
Hold on, Sean, did you say Sampha?
Yeah, he said Sampha.
Is that announced?
Yeah.
That can't be
announced. No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Oh.
I always break it down. I always have one that I know is coming, one that is probably coming, and one that we have no idea about. And Sampha is that one.
Frank Ocean, then.
I could have just said
I would have Frank Ocean album this year.
Well.
No,
I know. That would have been
Kendrick and Frank go without saying.
If Frank Ocean drops an album, you won't hear. I'm not speaking in the group ever again. I can say that pretty safely that in the next 2 years he's not going to drop anything anyways, knowing Frank Ocean. Like, that's so sad though. He makes such good music and he just doesn't.
I know,
doesn't release it.
It's time, man. Like I said with Kendrick and Frank Ocean. No, but they're like the flipping Game of Thrones books, man. I stopped waiting now.
Just don't care no more.
I just don't. Yeah, just when they'll drop,
I don't agree with that.
What do you mean you don't agree with that? They're just taking their sweet ass time, man.
Good. That's why the music.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's good. Did you watch that
so
Black
that's
Star
the same
video
with game.
Yeah, but Theo, when you talk about Game of Thrones, when you talk about the Game of Thrones guy, it's always with disdain. Like you get pissed off. Whereas
Yeah,
with
that's
Frank
good
Ocean and
seating,
Kendrick,
yeah.
I don't think there's anything to get pissed off with.
I'm not pissed off with them, but I'm saying they're like the Game of Thrones because there's no point me getting my hopes up and waiting. When they drop, they'll drop. That's what I mean.
Wow, he's got a point
Because
there.
that's the energy. That's the energy. There's no point me getting hyped and thinking it's going to drop and it's not going to drop. So I just don't get excited now when I hear any rumblings. I just think, when they'll drop, they'll drop. There's no point getting excited. It's the same as the Game of Thrones book. The Winds of Winter. So there you go.
He's got a point there. But yeah, no, I think for me it's Tyler, Little Sims. It's easy, and Isaiah Rashad is obviously coming out whenever it comes out, but it might be a good year for music. Our end of year review will definitely be an interesting one.
End of year is going to be really good because we said a lot of anticipated albums just now.
Yeah,
They all
definitely.
bang. They will all bang.
Hey, this is Sean, and thanks for listening. We have a bit of an announcement to make. We are now on Discord. Join us to get in on the discussion after each episode. You'll also be able to suggest new content and talk all things rap and hip-hop with myself, Sam, Kieran and Theo. The link is in the show notes. And shout out to all our listeners in India. Our prayers go out to you during these difficult times. Take care.